Hello everybody, my name is Dylan DeVane and I am presenting my project summary for the Google Science Fair. My idea was to create a robot that would collect water and distribute it evenly to people in third world countries or areas that have recently had a disaster. The design for the robot is a bit complex. I'll start with the movement portion of the robot. The robot will have all-terrain wheels, much like a tank, so that it can move over any obstacles that aren't taller than the wheels. It will move much like a robot vacuum. You put it in the coordinates for the robot, and it follows them over and over again, stopping at certain checkpoints to distribute water and charge. Which brings me to the next portion of the robot, how it's powered. It will be powered mostly by solar power. If the sun is not shining, like at night or during a storm, it will stop at checkpoints to a charging station where the robot will connect to the charging station and will gain power. It will have a backup battery that is used by the charging station in case the solar battery runs out. The water portion of the robot is it collects rainwater from the top of the robot and puts it back into a water storage. It collects it in a bowl shape on the top of the robot so that it collects as much water as we can without making the robot topple over. The robot starts with half of its tank each day, goes into these little pods where water that is collected from that area or donated into that area will then put it into the robot, fill up half the tank, so that if it's not raining that day, it still has water to give out. The distribute evenly part will be you put in a certain amount that it'll give to each person, and the person comes up, they press the button, distributes, then it cuts off, they leave, next person does it again. There are some flaws with that. There could be people come up and do multiple times, which we could end up doing like a little card. You collect a card from, like, you give a card to each person there, and they get water each at one time at each checkpoint a day. The robot's main parts, such as the gears, the motor, and all of that, will be in the front of the robot to balance it out so the robot doesn't fall on its back. Security, it has security on it to where if anybody tries to steal it and use it as a weapon or anything it's not made to do or sell it, it will shut down immediately, go back into like complete shutdown mode, and it will alert the nearest, like, not security guy, but like a police officer to alert them so that they know where it's at. It'll give it its coordinates so that it doesn't get stolen. So that is my idea. There are some flaws, but we are working those out. And yeah, that's my summary.